that thing all mine. Oh yeah, oh shit, yeah, your nigga got drip, but it's nothing like this. Who you know that can stunt like this? Take every nigga chick, don't cut that shit.
Ho, shut up. Throw it on back, don't let up. Need some motivation, bitch, get up. Hold your head down, don't sit up. Nigga, no capping, we better live rap. Young niggas having, all about cabbage. Not to be fucked with, nigga, we savage. Spit it like magic, nigga so average, yeah.
Want me to rap, I'll rap, put his wig back, don't shot. Yeah, cause it's cap what you rap, it's a fact, nigga, me against you, that's a long shot.
Nigga that don't want smoke.
If it's smoke, let's get it.
Fuck it, you already know that I'm with.
I just get on that beat and get the dumping.
Man, who fucking with us in this city?
Nigga, not a soul, I suppose. If a nigga flex up, then I'm going for the juggler.
Man, we going for a dog, nigga, win, lose or draw. Boys cut throat like a murderer.
In and out like a burglar.
Dumping, niggas on the ground, we turning nothing into
something. Fuck y'all niggas.
We ain't tripping out shit. Tag team, off of yo
bitch.
Niggas so
pissed. Yeah, they pissed off. Rather be that than pissed on. Skinny nigga, but my dick long. Yeah, you niggas hate me, but your bitch don't.
Bad nigga dick and your bitch love it. I should get this hard dick, I ain't giving nothing.
I ain't tryna feed the needy, I don't give back. Independent, you don't need a nigga big fat.
Big sex coming, flowing in and out.
A lot of bust downs going in and out.
Off brand niggas better simmer down. Black card code, let the winner now.
Outlaw nigga, yeah, we get around.
LSD, maybe come take me.
I might shake some, but it can't shake me.
Nigga, I won't stop till they y'all hate me. Yeah.
Hey.
She too messy. Who the fuck them broke boys with? Get out my section. Get out my section. Pull the muscle. God damn, too much flexion. Damn. Caught them in traffic on the accident, we pressin'. Got them. Smoking Zaza every second, I be stretching. If you ain't tryna beat them, fuck it, won't you stretch them? Do that. They wipe their nose for that tissue, God bless them. Wipe it. I dropped them for a perp, I call that shit Chris Webber. Drink. They wipe their nose for that tissue, God bless them. Wipe it. I dropped them for a perp, I call that shit Chris Webber. Drink.
I'm the huncho, bitch, I'm about my cheddar. Little hoe keep going outside, little bitch do better. Bitch, she want me to hit it, put my blicky on the dresser. Feeling free, just like Elon, pop the Tesla. You ain't got no motion, you can't stand up in my session. I said, Carisha, please, cause she too messy. Bitch, fuck my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. You wanted the game, you should've just said it, we would've blessed it. Now shit got messy.
Hey, know I'm tone bite, know I'm tone bite, know I'm tone bite. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know. It's the king. Too loyal, know I'm tone bite, RatchetTV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. All right, so boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. Tonight, we got to chop it up about this Diddy case. We got to do a deep dive breakdown, get into some ish. Let's get into this whole entire Diddy story and put it all together. Let's put this whole Diddy story together in one episode. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? This damn CBD got me. Hold on. Woo, child. How y'all feel about that, man? Woo. Okay, I'm back. All right, my bad. All right, so boom. Whew, I had to give me some water. All right, y'all. So we finna get into this Diddy case. We finna chop it up about it. Salute Godson on that 20 piece. That's how you start off a show with that 20-piece McNugget. I do appreciate you. Salute to everybody who support the channel, by the way. All right, so man. This Diddy case. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about the Diddy case? Is he guilty? Is he innocent? What all has he done? How has he gotten away with all the stuff he has gotten away with? This dude made a whole confession. Well, I think it was at the VMAs. What was at that award show that he just did? Where he was like, "Hey, yo, I want to thank Cassie for holding me down during the dark times. Love, love." Yeah, what was that? What was that shit he was on, y'all? Get the likes up though, man. I don't know what's taking y'all so long to get these likes up. We should be past 300 likes by now, man. I know we got a lot of haters in the bushes watching. Look, man, y'all people so obsessed with Big Ratchet and the gang. Y'all obsessed. Get off my dick. Get off my dick. All right, so let's get ready to get into this Diddy story, y'all. I want to know. Let me ask y'all a question in the chat. Let me see. Do you feel Diddy is a monster? Do you feel Diddy is a monster? Let's say yes, he needs to be locked away. No, leave that man alone. All right, let's get to it. Which one do y'all think? Which one do y'all think, man? Get the likes up, man. We need 20 likes to get to 300. Come on, y'all. What is up with y'all? Answer that question in the chat. Do y'all feel like Diddy is a monster? I just put the poll up. Go ahead and vote on that poll. All right. All right, so boom. Well, let's get into this Diddy story and let's chop it up about the beginning of the Diddy story all the way until now. Let's just put it all together in one live. Also, I do have another interesting topic. I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take us to run through this whole Diddy topic because I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna be here for a long time talking about Diddy. And if I don't get to this part of the story, when I do want to speak about Kim Kardashian and Kanye. It's been some real interesting things coming from that camp. And I'm gonna tell you something. In my eyes, somebody around that situation is gonna get is gonna get a big wake up call here pretty soon. That's what I'll say. I'm not wishing nothing on nobody. I just been peeping some stuff, and it's looking like Kanye and Kim are overdue to get rid of somebody or something happened. I mean, Kanye already went with his mom or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that is what it is. Salute to Sin for that 5-piece. Salute to Godson for that 20-piece. I appreciate both of y'all. Salute to Nita Cherie says greetings, Big Ratchet and the gang. Salute to you for being a member for a month. Salute to Speedy Davis for gifting that membership to Immortal Biggie Shaq. Salute to both of y'all, Speedy Davis and Immortal. Salute to Jennifer Welch for becoming a YouTube member. I don't know what level you got, but salute to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all, man. Salute. All right, but we got a 20-piece on the screen. Let's show some love, Ratchet Gang. And let's see. Let me just say this. I'm going to chop it up from the beginning to the end of this Diddy case, and we're going to put it all together. Allegedly. And everything I say is alleged, and it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video, and everything I say is alleged. Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. Salute to Dainty and Pris on that 20-piece. I appreciate you. You see all my mods It's showing love. And a lot of people, we had about 70 wrenches over here. We narrowed it down to I think like 14 mods right now. Because they don't even show love. They'll buy a wrench, never come back, never send another super chat, never support the channel. I'm telling y'all, the mod wrenches, yeah, and they don't promo or do nothing in the chat, but just sit there. So look, if you want a mod wrench, it's gonna cost you a 50 piece. And if you if you get a wrench, I told y'all you have to hit up Sapphire on Instagram to get directions of what you need to do next. You need to get these links to be promoting my shit in the chat. So if you want a wrench 50 piece and you got and Binky, I believe, and I can't remember who else. I know Binky and a few other people need to reach out to Sapphire on Instagram. She gonna at you in the chat right now. So look in the chat for Sapphire message. She gonna at you. But we about to get to this Diddy story. All right. So right about now, I want everybody to go ahead and spark up your CBD. Go ahead and pour up your favorite beverage, orange juice, preferably mix in whatever. I need everybody in the building right now to go ahead and get dinner off the stove, get dinner out the oven, get dinner out the microwave. I need everybody right now to go ahead and get your honeycombs ready. Get your honeycombs, get your favorite bowl of cereal, Lucky Charms, the frosted flakes. If you wrestling over the frosted flakes right now, ladies, if you and your husband in the kitchen right now wrestling over the frosted flakes, go ahead, pour that bowl up. Just pour up 2 bowls. Let's go. Get you some ice cold milk or get your popcorn, whatever. It is what it is. It's about to get loose, ladies. But you already know. Get your husband out the way though, or tell him to sit his little ass down and learn something tonight. You already know this the voice that makes the ladies moist. Big Ratchet, RatchetTV, Tone Bite. All right. Now that we got all that out the way, you know I gotta pop my ish when I get on this mic, y'all. And did y'all miss me last night? Cause I've been going dumb with these numbers. I needed a break, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. We've been killing the game, man. Salute to Ratchet Game, man. We've been killing the game, man. We did 2.8 million this month. We did 8,000 subscribers this month, and it's looking lovely. I told y'all Sapphire got Chat Trap over there. Sapphire hit 4K, so salute to her for hitting 4,000 subscribers on Chat Trap, and she did 430,000 views this month, really in like 2 weeks. So she killing the game right now, y'all. I told y'all it is what it is, and we finna be at 92,000 subscribers. Finna be 8,000 away, y'all. We finna be 8,000 subs away. So let's go ahead and let's keep sharing these lives. Let's keep getting let's keep getting these likes up. Like, let's go, y'all. We need to definitely spread the love. Let's subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and get this shit popping, y'all. So right about now, I want to go over a series of videos and we're gonna chop it up about this, and we're gonna see all of the accuracy and or you know what I'm saying, we just gonna piece this shit together and chop it up about it. Are y'all ready? If y'all are, I want to see the chat flooded with purple right now. I want to see purple demons. I want to see purple hearts. I need to see purple in the chat right now if y'all ready. And these likes gotta go up, man. They gotta go up. And I don't know, man. If y'all been peeping at Kim Kardashian and Kanye ish, I'm telling you, something is gonna happen with that situation. Something's happened with him and the chick he was just with. It's a lot of weird ish. Kim seemed like she's still very obsessed with him, and it's seeming like she still needs his energy because he's still roaming freely, preaching this message. And Kim Kardashian is his handler, and we're gonna get into that story later. I want to chop it up about that if we have time, but I know this Diddy part is gonna take over an hour. I'm gonna be real with y'all. We're gonna be here covering Diddy for a while, so just fasten your seatbelts because we're gonna be heavy on the Diddy content. I'm gonna be real. It's gonna be heavy Diddy to start it off. So are y'all ready? Let me see that chat flooded with purple. I don't see enough purple. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see enough purple. I don't see these likes going up. We need 200 likes to get to 400. I ain't starting this video till we get to 400, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't starting this video till we get to 400, man. I'm tired of it being loose. Y'all got to start getting these likes up. Let's get to it. I need to see these likes go up. Come on. We need 20 likes now. Let's go, gang. We almost got 1,000 people in here. There's no reason we shouldn't be over 400 likes. We really should be past 500, but let's go. Let's go. We almost there. Are y'all ready to start this Diddy talk? I'm trying to see. We at 1K. All right, there we go. Let's get it.
I have gotten so many requests to do a deep dive on P. Diddy, and that is exactly what we are going to do today. P. Diddy has been making headlines for decades, some positive, some negative, but today in 2023, the layers of how much of a monster P. Diddy truly is at his core are beginning to be revealed. P. Diddy has been accused of horrific crimes ranging from domestic violence, arson, unalivings, ex trafficking, human trafficking, just to name a few. Yet, he still remains one of the most successful men in the industry. The alarming thing to me about P. Diddy is the undeniable wake of death and destruction that follow P. Diddy wherever he goes.
And that is true. It's like there is a dark cloud surrounding Mr. Puffy. Mr. Puffy. Mr. Fluffy, whatever you want to call him. There seems to be some dark cloud surrounding him, and it's just like everywhere he goes there's chaos. You got to even go back all the way. Take a trip way back in time. When he did his first performance, we've covered this Diddy story over here, y'all. How many people were unalived in that crowd of Diddy's first ever venue that he threw, concert that he, whatever the fuck, y'all know what I'm talking about. That first event that Diddy threw and he was involved with, how many people were unalived at that party, at that event, y'all? Let me know. How many? Said the source sound is low. Well, turn your ears up. Turn your ears up. If the source sound is low, turn your ears up. 9 people. 9 people were unalived, y'all. Let's continue.
And it has been like that since the dawn of his career. Diddy has been shamelessly displaying horrific behavior for decades, but now that Cassie has spoken out, people are starting to listen. Now, we'll get to Cassie in a moment. For the sake of keeping this deep dive as easy and comprehensible to follow, I will be referring to P. Diddy, Sean Combs as Diddy throughout this entire deep dive. As always, let's go back to the very beginning. Sean John Combs was born on November 4th of 1969 in Harlem, New York. He spent his early childhood being raised in Mount Vernon, New York. Diddy was raised primarily by his mother, Janice Combs, after his father, Melvin Combs, was unalived while sitting in his vehicle near Central Park when Diddy was just 2 years old. Before his untimely passing, Melvin Combs served in the United States Air Force, and he was also close friends with a very well known illegal substance dealer, which may have contributed to his early passing. Diddy's mother, Janice, worked a busy schedule as a model and a teacher's assistant to support her son. As a child, Diddy was nicknamed Puffy.
There goes young Puffy. That's little Puffy. Take a look at little Puffy. That's Puffy, y'all.
Because when he would get frustrated or angry, he would huff and puff. After graduating high school, Diddy was accepted into Howard University, where he was majoring in business. Throughout college, Diddy had a reputation for being a wild partier and throwing absolute ragers. Diddy did not complete college, though. He did drop out after his sophomore year. Diddy dropped out of college because he had high aspirations to join the music industry. After dropping out of college in 1990, when Diddy was about 21 years old, he pursued an opportunity to work an internship position at New York's Uptown Records. Uptown Records was a record label that was founded in 1986 by musician Andre Harrell. Diddy was accepted into the internship position, and he had the opportunity to work closely with well-known artists such as Heavy D, Al B. Shore.
I got my man DJ Balling on. I got the brothers Black, Woody Rock, but that's the point. Everything the boys and Groove Beats, and you know what? We getting money, baby. Bring it.
Man, what in the hell? They over here doing some damn uptown. I don't even want to. I don't even want to see. That's Heavy D and the boys. And
Kim Porter was working as a personal assistant and receptionist to the founder Andre Harrell, married to Uptown Records signee Albie Shore. In 1991, Kim and Albie Shore had their first child together, but the couple would ultimately later divorce. I want you to just make a mental note of Kim Porter because we are going to dive further into her life and her tragic passing a little later on in this deep dive. This internship position that Diddy was accepted into would be the catalyst for Diddy's very successful career in the music industry. Through his internship, Diddy worked closely with many artists, helping to catapult their careers into the mainstream media. Because Diddy was working directly with the founder, Andre Harrell, this mentorship kind of relationship really helped to cultivate Diddy's love for the entertainment industry and production.
And all put together by first this man in the middle here, and then he passed it on to I guess it's
Was Diddy trying to be Tupac, or what the hell is going on here? Hold on, who's seen this damn footage before? Was Diddy trying to be Tupac? What's going on here, y'all? Who the hell seen this shit? What's going on here, y'all? I don't know what it is, but it's a little loose. Why is Diddy out here looking like Pac? Like, I'm gonna be real. I've never seen it. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Me personally, before this video, I'd never seen it. I'm like, is that Tupac? Man. That dude was so obsessed with Tupac. He wanted to sleep with Tupac. I tried to tell y'all that. He wanted to have he wanted Kim Porter to get clapped in front of him by Tupac. And Tupac was like, whoa, you want what? He's like, yeah, clap her cheeks in front of me. Pull that BBC out. That's what he told Pac. He looked at Pac in his eyes and said, pull out that BBC. I ain't gonna say y'all know what he said in them damn transcripts that we read. Y'all know how Diddy giving it up.
son, protege. Yes, Puffy. Yes. Tell me a little bit about this man and why you like working with him.
Because, you know, he's not intimidated by youth, you know what I'm saying? He knows the importance of leaving a legacy behind. We need more adults out there that's going to teach the young, such as myself, and, you know, basically leave a legacy behind, leave something behind, you know.
And Andre, tell me a little bit about, if you didn't know, the Andre Harrell over here in the middle, and people have been talking about you, I've been reading about you in the New York Times, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out here that hadn't heard of you before, but then saw that article in the Times and said, okay, this young man's doing something. But, you know, this guy always asks me what's my age. So you want to know what everybody's doing, how old they are. Andre, what's happening? Tell me about the new ventures that are going on at MTA.
Well, what we did, we just made a vertically integrated deal, which means that we do film, television, and records. And what we are able to do now is take our record stars and cross them in television and film, like a Heavy D. He'll have a television show next year and a film the following year.
All right. Andre Harrell, Puff Daddy. See y'all in a minute.
One day while at work, a producer at Uptown Records did not show up for work as he was supposed to, so Andre Harrell gave Diddy the opportunity to step in for that producer, and Diddy got to produce his very first album. This album would go on to sell over 2 million copies, and Diddy quickly became a very respected name at Uptown Records. Colleagues were amazed at the talent that Diddy was displaying when it came to music production and directing artists, despite the fact that he had never had any kind of education in. In 1991, Diddy was starting to do a lot of big promoting gigs for some of the artists signed to Uptown Records. One of these promoting gigs would unfortunately go extremely wrong, and it would result in multiple lives lost. For this promoting gig, it was a charity event. It was a charity basketball game and an AIDS fundraiser. And Diddy was in attendance with artist Heavy D, and the venue was the City College of New York Gymnasium. This event was extremely oversold, resulting in the entire college gymnasium being filled beyond capacity. The event organizers and staff quickly lost control of the crowd and the situation, and this would unfortunately result in a stampede that would claim the lives of 9 individuals and injure 29 others.
And they were crushed against what? Other people, the walls,
Other
floors?
people, walls, floors. It was just a mad rush of people to one exit, is my understanding.
Sometimes I thought I was going.
Salute to Ian Soph on that 2-piece. It says Diddy zesty. Hey, Diddy is something. Let's get back to this story.
Pass out because it was hot on that staircase. You know what I'm saying? And when they closed the doors, I knew someone was going down.
This eerily reminds me of Astroworld, when Travis Scott held his music event and massively oversold the show and did not have adequate staff and resources to ensure his fans' safety, resulting in multiple deaths and multiple injuries. New York Diddy and Heavy D were all found equally liable for this terrible tragedy. And Diddy would spend about the next decade settling dozens of wrongful death lawsuits, as well as dozens of personal injury lawsuits.
Man. That's just part one. We just getting into it. Do y'all want to continue that? Does it seem like something interesting that y'all want to continue to cover? Let me know right here in the chat. I want to see something that lets me know that y'all liking the content right now. Let me know. That's just part one. That we just getting started. That's just getting the feet in the you know what I'm saying? Just getting your feet in the pool right now. Do y'all want to continue? Do you want to continue the deep dive into Diddy? Because we ain't even at 500 likes yet. We need 15 likes to get to 500. Come on, y'all. Where we at? Let me know if y'all want to continue. I don't know. All right, drop the gems. Let's go. All right, so that was part one. Now let's get into part two of this story. Let's get into part two of the deep dive into Diddy. Deep dive into Diddy. Get the likes up, y'all. Let's go. All right, so boom.
In 1993, Andre Harrell fired Diddy from Uptown Records. Two were starting to have trouble seeing eye to eye, and as Diddy said once in an interview, there can't be two kings in one castle. Diddy was supposedly not being respectful to Andre Harrell and the way he wanted to run his label, and he was not being respectful to his leadership, so eventually Andre had to let him go. But in later interviews, Andre Harrell did say that the only reason that he fired Diddy from Uptown Records was simply to make him more rich and more famous. Diddy has described that this severance of employment was the absolute best thing that ever happened to his career.
Michael X say you love you some likes. Well, you love being in other people's chat too, don't you? Go ahead and time him out for a second. Let's let him think about his responses in my chat
Because it did exactly
while he be rocking with my ops.
what Andre said it would do. It made him really rich and really famous. The reason why Diddy was not upset about the split between him and Uptown Records was due to the fact that the rapper Notorious Big, or Biggie, was not able to put out music underneath Uptown Records. The label's distributor, MCA Records, was not interested in putting out music, spoke so candidly about the reality of growing up running the streets. In early 1993, Diddy established his own label, Bad Boy Entertainment. Diddy would soon be producing singles for Biggie, which was massively successful. Diddy would go on to sign and work with very notable artists, household names such as Aretha Franklin, Usher, Boyz II Men, TLC, Lil Kim, Mariah Carey, just to name a few. These
And listen to all the names that she says in this.
household names such as
Aretha Franklin,
Usher,
Usher,
Boyz II Men,
Boys to Men, TLC,
TLC,
Foxy Brown. Come on now. I wonder when Diddy met Foxy. Them boys, look, man, let's just keep it a buck. These dudes in the industry they've been doing a lot of shady ish. Look, I can't even remember. I just seen something on I can't play it, of course, on here, but there was a rapper. Somebody in here can tell me in here because it's like an old school song, so I don't remember who it was, but it came through on my feed on Instagram, and it was saying the lyrics were talking about this dude was talking about Sagittary blank, the R word, and the song was about Sagittary, and he's like he got some girl in his whip, and then he's like, "How old are you? 23?" And he's like, "No, she said she was 13," and it was weird. I don't know what the song was. Somebody in his chat I know y'all know what I'm talking about, and he was very descriptive to say like it was good and he shouldn't have did it, but it was still good. But you got to go back to the industry. They was all doing it. Everybody was. So this ain't something that's just like abnormal that these old school dudes are hearing about. Them old school dudes used to hang out at the high schools. Remember this. The old school cats used to be kicking it at the high school and shit like that. Let's not pretend like we wasn't in school and some old school dude was some older cat was picking up some whoop. Come on, y'all. We can't act like we wasn't at school and them girls at school wasn't whoop de whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. But Foxy was getting passed around at 14 or I don't know when she got signed. Nick Cannon even tried to get Dame Dash like, hey, bro, when did because it's everybody in the industry know Foxy got put on when she was 14 and she was dating Jay-Z when she got put on. Everybody know that. Jay-Z was smashing her when she got put on, but nobody knew that Aaliyah was that young. Nobody knew Foxy Brown was that young. Nobody knew. They was just flaunting these girls around and no one knew their age or nothing. They thought they was grown women. Stay woke, y'all.
Lil Kim, Mariah Carey, just to name a few. These household names can credit many of their chart-topping hits to the production work of Diddy and his team, known as the Hitmen. That same year, Diddy and his on and off again girlfriend, Nisa Hilton, welcomed their first child into the world. The couple named this little boy Justin Combs. Throughout the mid-90s and the early 2000s, there was also another very popular record label that signed many artists who we still listen to today, and that label was known as Death Row Records.
This is dedicated to the that was down from day one. Welcome to Death Row.
Like we always.
Man, I don't want to play no audio from no Death Row.
Death Row Records was a West Coast-based label, opposed to Bad Boy Entertainment, which was an.
If you think the volume is low, if you keep saying that, you're gonna get kicked out my chat. If you can't hear, because I can hear perfectly fine. If you can't hear, then turn your volume or your ears up. If you keep complaining in my chat, they just gonna time you out. If they start saying that in the chat, just time them out. Because if you can hear this shit, drop the gems. Because I can hear it perfectly fine.
East Coast label.
Stop interrupting my content.
The label was founded by Dr. Dre, the DOC, and Suge Knight. There have been many names you would recognize that have been signed to Death Row Records, such as Tupac and Snoop Dogg. I share this information because up until about 1994, Death Row Records, as well as Bad Boy Productions, were able to coexist in the industry fairly well, it seems, but that would quickly change. In 1994, Tupac, who was not quite yet signed to Death Row Records at this time, was walking into a recording studio in Times Square. While walking inside, Tupac was ambushed and a weapon was discharged.
He's walking around the corner and he hears some familiar voices from several stories above. The people yelling at him were Lil C's and members of Biggie's affiliate rap group, Junior Mafia. They were all excited to see each other. Lil C's runs down to the lobby to meet Tupac, Anderson said. But you got to remember, during this time, Lil C's and Biggie wasn't supposed to be at the studio. Do y'all not remember this? Y'all got to know this industry shit. Biggie was finessing P. Diddy at this point. He wasn't supposed to be doing music with Lil C's and them, and this was Biggie shit. This wasn't Bad Boy shit. This was Biggie. Biggie was fixing to leave Bad Boy and start his own shit. Tupac was finna leave Death Row and start his own shit. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's both of our bike, but we gonna keep it at my house." That's what Tupac was on. Like he was gonna start a branch off of what they was doing, but Tupac was done with Suge. Biggie was done with Puffy. Tupac and Biggie was not beefing. Y'all got to stop with the bullshit. Tupac and Biggie was not beefing. Them dudes was cool as fuck. It was P. Diddy. He was the rainwater of the group. If you know the Mo3 case, P. Diddy is rainwater.
Into Tupac's body multiple times.
Police say controversial rap star Tupac Shakur was entering the street-level lobby of an 8th-floor recording studio near New York's Times Square after midnight when 3 robbers confronted him and his friends.
They ordered him to the floor. Tupac resisted. He was shot numerous times, at least twice in the head, once in the left arm, once in the thigh, once in the groin area.
Shakur and his manager were hospitalized, Shakur undergoing an operation. The 3 assailants got away with jewelry, including about $40,000 worth of Shakur's gold chains and a ring.
Tupac was certain that Biggie had either set up that hit for him or...
Oh, let me finish what I was saying. Biggie was finessing P. Diddy. I forgot I didn't finish the story because I got into something else. But Biggie was finessing P. Diddy at this point. He was in the studio doing what he was doing, and P. Diddy was in the studio, but Biggie never knew Puffy was there. They wasn't there together. P. Diddy came through because he got wind that Biggie was in the studio with Lil C's and them dropping some music. So he wanted to see if the shit was really true, if Biggie was really doing this shit behind his back. So Puffy go to the studio and see Lil C's and them, but he don't even say nothing. He just dips out the studio. So he wasn't in there with them. So when C's and them see Tupac, they not setting Tupac up. This is all Diddy and his people. Diddy is connected into the streets. Y'all got to remember, Diddy come from the streets. He come from the drug game. His daddy was built like that. Diddy is a real gangster. That's the part people forget. He's like Omar on The Wire. Yeah, he's Omar, the zesty whoopty whoopty whoop. Man, do your research on P Diddy. That dude was in the studio sneaking up on Biggie to see what Biggie was doing behind his back. That's how he confirmed Biggie was really about to leave him. That's why he set Biggie up. But he had to get Tupac out the way. So he was there to get Tupac out the way, kill two birds with one stone. He was going to take both of them out.
Or he had to at least have been aware of it. From that moment forward, Tupac wanted absolutely nothing to do with Bad Boy Entertainment. Now, I'm really not going to get too much into the details of Tupac because I really want us to stay focused on this Diddy timeline. But I think it's important to know that during this time in Tupac's career, he was dealing with a lot of legal issues, including arrests for multiple assaults as well as a actual assault that would ultimately land him behind bars. In early 1995, Tupac was sentenced to 18 months to 4.5 years behind bars. After Tupac spent 8 months behind bars, one of the co-founders of Death Row Records offered to pay $3 million to get Tupac out early, but only if Tupac signed to Death Row Records upon his release. And that's exactly what happened. And of course, when Tupac was released from prison, he was still just as angry about what happened to him in 1994 and still had a lot of anger towards Bad Boy Entertainment. Feuding between the two labels began ultimately immediately after Tupac was released from prison. Tupac's career was headed in a massive upward trajectory. He was constantly throwing shade and dissing members of Bad Boy Entertainment, and Bad Boy Entertainment artists would do the same back. I'm not going to get into every detail of every ongoing feud that was going on between these artists and these labels, but when we do our Tupac deep dive, we will get more into the details of what was going on between these two labels. In a nutshell, there were chains snatched, massive brawls, hits put out, constant disses made back and forth. It was described as a very culturally tense time within the industry. Both sides were engaging in a great deal of violence. Diddy, who had many friends that were members of the South Side, allegedly put out a $1 million bounty on Tupac and Suge Knight's head. These gang-affiliated friends of Diddy's were allegedly instructed to facilitate the hit on Diddy's behalf. And on September 7th of 1996, Tupac and Suge Knight were unfortunately both shot in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada. The shooting would sadly claim the life of Tupac and injure Suge Knight in the process, but he would not pass away from his injuries. Fans have always assumed that Diddy had a hand in facilitating this hit. Even today, that speculation has not died down. Despite being involved in the music industry for years, Diddy did not release his first single until 1997. Also, in 1997, one of Bad Boy Entertainment's most successful and most popular artists, Biggie Smalls, was unfortunately unalived in a drive-by shooting. Biggie's life was taken on March 9th of 1997. He was only 24 years old at the time of his passing. Like Tupac, Biggie's shocking, sudden passing is another topic for fans to speculate about. People were speculating that it could be a gang-related issue or a retaliation, or perhaps Diddy put the hit out on Biggie as he was trying to step into the music industry from the other side of the production booth. Perhaps he no longer saw Biggie as a co-worker, but now as a competition. Just my speculations, of course. The community is largely divided on this allegation. Many speculate that Diddy and Biggie were absolute best friends, and Diddy would never ever hurt Biggie. Others say Diddy and Biggie had very much of a employee-boss kind of relationship, and the best friend persona was simply for show.
Yep, and that's true. They wasn't cool. You got to know Biggie wasn't with that shit. Now Biggie got in over his head fucking with Puffy, but Diddy and Puffy were not mingling like people might think they were. Biggie was trying to kick it with Faith, and I mean he was doing his little thing on the side, whatever he had going on, but he was in like his own world. He wasn't out there with Puffy like that. Like he would work. Like it was like Mo3 and Rainwater. He would go out there and work and do what we gotta do, put a smile on our face. We're gonna act like we best friends in this, but as soon as we dip from here, you don't know where I stay. I don't know where you stay. we gonna get this money together, but I don't fuck with you like that.
Again, we're not going to get too far into the details and circumstances surrounding Biggie's passing. That is something I can get into if you guys are interested in a Biggie deep dive. Despite the untimely passing of the man who the media perceived as Diddy's best friend, just a couple months after Biggie passed, Diddy's very own music career began to take off. The very first song that Diddy released went to #1 on Billboard's Hot 100, and it stayed on the charts for 28 weeks. I'm not going to touch on every single hit, every single award that Diddy has ever won, but again, in a nutshell, in present day, Diddy has received a total of 14 Grammy nominations and has won a total of 3 Grammys.
All right, so that was part two. That was part two, y'all. How do y'all, like I said, how do y'all feel about this shit? We finna get to part three. Where are we at on the likes? We only at 600 likes with 1,500 people in here, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, man. All right, let's get to part three, man. Y'all are tripping. Big tripping. All right, part three, y'all. Are y'all ready to get into part three? Let's get these likes up and let's go, y'all.
Now going to fast forward just a little bit to April of 1999. So up until this point, Diddy had really escaped a lot of legal consequences or legal ramifications, even though he had been.
Oh, and salute to Byron Yates. I didn't see that fly up on my screen. OG Ratchet member. Hey, if you want your wrench, I need you to get these links from Instagram if you want your wrench. But salute to you for being a member for 27 months, man. Throw the flowers up for Byron Yates.
Allegedly involved in many violent situations leading up to this point. But that would change in 1999 when Diddy was arrested for beating up Steve Stout, who was an executive at Interscope Records at the time. Steve described this attack as Diddy and 2 accomplices barging into his office and beating him mercilessly. Steve reported that Diddy not only punched him in the face, he also picked his phone up and began bashing him in the head with his phone. And let's remember, this was 1999. Did not have the light as a feather iPhone 13. We're dealing with the phones with the receivers. So that could definitely do some damage to someone's head.
Combs was arrested on charges of second-degree assault and criminal mischief in connection with last Thursday's alleged attack on Interscope executive Steve Stout. According to the police report, Combs and 2 other unidentified men entered Stout's office around 4:30 p.m. and attacked him, leaving him with a fractured arm and numerous cuts and bruises.
Diddy and his 2 accomplices then ransacked Steve's office and left. The reason for this ridiculous attack was because Diddy was upset and having second thoughts about a music video that he appeared in with fellow artist Nas. Diddy had pushed for a change to be made in the music video where he was depicted being crucified on the cross, a crown of thorns on his head. Production had to go $14,000 over budget to accommodate the changes that Diddy wanted. But last minute, after speaking to his mother, Diddy decided that that scene was blasphemous and it absolutely could not be seen. Diddy was demanding that Steve Stout take out that scene from the music video. But the situation was completely out of Steve's hands because the music video had already been sent to MTV. Diddy was aware of this. He knew there was nothing that Steve could do. Diddy was arrested soon after, but paid a $15,000 bail and was quickly released. Diddy apologized to Steve Stout, which prompted Steve to ask the Manhattan DA to drop all charges surrounding him and Diddy.
Why do you think he demanded the DA? They was all connected. And the DA is connected in with Clive Davis. And Clive, man, you better stay woke on Steve Stout and them boys, man. Like, come on. These boys connected in with the law. Let's just keep it a buck. They owe favors and favors. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Y'all better stay woke, man. Diddy a dangerous dude.
The 2 ultimately settled things outside of court, and Diddy ultimately paid Steve a total of $500,000 as a settlement. Later in 1999, Diddy and his entourage were accused of attacking interviewer Roger Mills. During an interview that Roger was doing with Diddy, Roger asked Diddy if he had any involvement in Biggie's unaliving. Diddy became absolutely enraged and irate by this question and quickly ended the interview. Diddy asked Roger if he could purchase the interview in its entirety, and Roger did not accept this offer. Roger's refusal allegedly really set Diddy off.
Mills refused, his attorney said. And as he prepared to leave in his vehicle, members of Combs' entourage approached him. He was prevented from leaving, and they demanded the tape be turned over. He declined, and they physically took it from him and apparently destroyed the camera, Davis said.
And him and some of the men who he was with began to allegedly attack Roger. Roger reported that his neck was twisted and his arm was injured in this attack, and his cameras were destroyed, and the tape of the interview was taken off of his person. Police investigated the situation, but no arrests were ever made, but Roger did later sue Diddy for this attack. If 1999 couldn't have been a more tumultuous year for Diddy, he would still find himself in more legal trouble before Y2K even rolled around. On December 29th of 1999, Diddy was at a New York club with his girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, as well as a friend and rapper who went by Shine. Diddy, Jennifer, and Shine were leaving the club around 2 a.m. when Diddy accidentally knocked a drink out of a clubgoer's hand, spilling it all over him. This man was completely enraged at the fact that he had just been doused in his drink, and an argument ensued between that clubgoer and Diddy. Diddy and this clubgoer began hurling insults back and forth at one another. At one point, there was a wad of cash thrown at Diddy. When it hit him, it flew into the air.
At this stage, reports diverge on whether Combs threw his money at Scar like confetti or Scar tossed fat rubber band stacks at Combs. Either way, digs were made at Combs. Wealth and money was unnecessarily wasted, though it was a quick payout for club goers as people in the club grabbed for the money, allegedly.
And started flying all over the entrance of the club like confetti. This prompted the clubgoers to all go wild, and they were all frantically reaching and grabbing for any cash they could get their hands on. I don't blame them. Shine then pulled out a semi-automatic weapon and began shooting into the crowd. Shine was aiming for the clubgoer that Diddy was arguing with, but Shine, I guess, is not a very good shot at all, because he missed that clubgoer completely. Instead, they hit three innocent bystanders, one being hit in the face by a bullet. Diddy then pulled out a weapon of his own and fired a shot into the ceiling of the packed nightclub. After this terrifying ordeal, Diddy and Jennifer hopped in a car and left the scene. But when they ran a red light, they were pulled over by police. Diddy and Jennifer were in possession of a stolen weapon. Subsequently, they were both arrested. Charges against Jennifer Lopez were eventually dropped, but Diddy would not be so lucky. Diddy was charged with 4 weapons-related charges, and he was also charged with bribery. This bribery charge came into play because Diddy's driver admitted that Diddy tried to bribe him with cash into admitting that he was the owner of the weapon and not Diddy.
See, Diddy been doing this. He pays people off. He loves settling lawsuits so he doesn't go to jail. Remember, he said he thanked Lorianne on that stage. He was just confessing on that stage on the VMAs or wherever that was. Oh, thank you, Lorianne, for keeping me free. How are you just able to get in front of millions of people and confess all your crimes and nobody be able to do nothing about it?
You'll never guess who Diddy hired for his defense attorney. None other than the infamous Johnny Cochran. Yes, the same Johnny Cochran who is responsible for getting O.J. Simpson acquitted on unaliving charges of his ex-wife and her friend.
How long after he got Puffy off of that did he die? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he had nothing to do with it. I'm just saying, how long after he got out that Puffy trial did Johnny Cochran die?
Furthermore, you'll never guess what the verdict of the trial was. Diddy was cleared of all charges and found not guilty, but Shine was convicted of 5 different charges and was sentenced to 10 years behind bars. Diddy did also have to pay out an undisclosed amount to the clubgoer who he initially had knocked.
Someone said after a year he died. What I say? I ain't saying he had nothing to do with it, but see, I just put that together right there. I was after that trial, how long? Because it wasn't. I didn't think it was too long after that he died. I'm just saying allegedly, y'all.
The drink out of his hand. But other than that, Diddy really didn't have any repercussions for this situation. Soon after the trial ended, Diddy and Jennifer broke up. In 2001, Diddy was arrested for driving with a suspended license, which is easily the most tame and most mild out of all criminal infractions that Diddy has been involved in. Allegedly. Despite legal troubles and breakups, Diddy was still having a massively successful career. In 2005 and 2007, Diddy had to settle a couple more civil lawsuits that were mostly surrounding projects that people had paid for and Diddy had not complete, or he had not paid them for a service that they had provided. Not a lot of juicy details with those civil lawsuits. In 2007, Diddy was sued by a man who met him at an Oscars after party. This man accused Diddy of punching him in the face as they were leaving the Oscars after party, and Diddy quietly settled this matter outside of court.
What I tell you, he always settles out of court so he don't go to jail.
In 2010, Diddy was sued by one of his former music executives, Francesca Spiro, whom was in her 50s, for age discrimination. Francesca reported that she was fired from Bad Boy Entertainment simply for her age. She explained that they had no reason to fire her, and her work performance and work history was nothing but excellent. Diddy had to pay Francesca $1 million to settle this case. In technically 2011, Diddy was sued for allegedly attacking a man at a New Year's Eve party. The reason that this man was attacked by Diddy and his entourage was because he snapped a photo of Diddy outside of this New Year's Eve party, and I guess Diddy did not like that. Diddy and his entourage allegedly jumped this man, and it took a total of 7 years to resolve this matter in court, and it was ultimately agreed upon that Diddy would pay out $35,000 to the man he had allegedly attacked, as long as that man did not hold any of them or their insurance liable. In 2015, Diddy's longtime personal chef filed a lawsuit claiming that she had been subjected to sexual harassment at the hands of Diddy. She also regularly had to work unprecedented hours and was not properly compensated.
That's Diddy don't pay nobody. He mistreats everybody, harasses them, abuses them allegedly. Then he don't even pay you. He treats you like crap and won't give you nothing, allegedly.
For her work. This chef shared in her lawsuit that Diddy would often require her to make him big meals after he had relations with a partner. And on one occasion, when she brought his meal up to him, Diddy opened the door and was allegedly fully nude. This lawsuit claims that Diddy
Listen to that again, y'all.
Diddy would often require her to make him big meals after he had relations with a partner. And on one occasion, when she brought his meal up to him, Diddy opened the door and was allegedly fully nude. This lawsuit claims that Diddy then allegedly asked his chef if she was attracted to his nude body. The chef was actually fired soon after this incident, and that is what prompted her to file a lawsuit. This matter, like always, was settled outside of court for an undisclosed amount.
This dude is a creep. Diddy is a creep, man. This dude. Do you like my naked body? Oh, you don't, bitch. You fired. Get next. Get somebody who gonna appreciate this chocolate. Squeeze my tiny ass in his bed and eat this breakfast though. You squeeze my tiny ass in his bed and finish this breakfast she made, but she got to go. She got to get the fuck out of here. She don't appreciate shit. Look, Diddy was hot. She ain't like that. He like, oh, he that was his type too. Yeah, it was his type. All right, let's continue. Let's get to part 4 of this story, y'all. Y'all ready to get to part 4? Where are we at on the likes? Let me see where we at on the likes real quick. We are at almost 700. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. With 1,600 people in here. Come on, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Let's go.
In 2015, Diddy was arrested for attacking his son's UCLA football coach, Sal Alosi, with a kettlebell. Why in the world would Diddy do this? Because Sal raised his voice at Diddy's son during practice. All charges were eventually dropped by the Los Angeles District Attorney. Isn't it amazing how our legal system is set up that so many can avoid any kind of legal repercussions for their terrible actions and their horrendous and dangerous behavior if they have enough money, fame, and power? Before we move forward on Diddy's timeline of criminal and civil matters, and before I share with you the recent lawsuits that have been brought against P. Diddy, I want to catch everyone up on the relationship between not only Kim Porter, the mother of some of his children, also want to catch you guys up on his relationship timeline with Cassie. And you'll see when we get into it, timelines are woven like a basket, do a lot of overlapping. Like we talked about earlier, Kim Porter was working as Andre Harrell's personal assistant and married to artist Al B. Shore when Diddy began interning at Uptown Records, which was where Diddy and Kim ultimately met. Kim Porter was a lot more than just a personal assistant or a receptionist. She was an extremely talented model. She was a talented actress. She spent a great deal of the 90s strutting down runways and appearing in television and film. Kim was described by her friends as being warm and kind and friendly to everyone, as well as a fantastic mother to her children. In 1994, after Kim had divorced her ex-husband Al B. Shore, Diddy and Kim began a romantic relationship. In 1998, the couple would welcome their first child together, a little boy that they named Christian. Diddy has admitted in later interviews that he was always attracted to Kim, even when she was married to Al B. Shore. He always had eyes for her. A year after Christian was born, Diddy and Kim would break up, which would prove to be a very common pattern between this couple. They were often breaking up and making up and breaking up and making up. You will see it is a very, very common pattern. But it was during this specific breakup that Diddy began dating Jennifer Lopez, a relationship that spanned for a total of 2 years and ultimately ended after Diddy's trial. But throughout his relationship with Jennifer, Diddy has admitted that he was seeing Kim on the side throughout the entirety of the relationship. Or I guess he was seeing Jennifer on the side, depending on how you look at it. In 2001, Kim Porter sued Diddy for additional child support as well as to establish paternity. Kim wanted Christian to legally be recognized as Diddy's son. Shortly after Jennifer and Diddy broke up, Kim and Diddy got back together around 2002, 2003. In 2004, the wife of Russell Simmons, as well as very close friend of Kim Porter, as well as the designer behind the brand Baby Fat, Kimora Lee Simmons, revealed to the media that she had said something recently to Diddy that had made him so angry that he threatened to hit her. And at this time, Kimora was pregnant.
Now, how the hell you just gonna threaten this lady while she pregnant and her husband just let you get away with it? I don't know. But her husband always been kind of iffy too, and I believe he was trying to set her ass up anyway. So, and he had to dip the country because he had the same allegations Diddy did. So he probably didn't step in because Diddy probably, boy, do you know what I got on you? You better sit your ass down before I really go off.
It was about this time when people began to realize that Diddy has a very hot temper and is most certainly not afraid or ashamed to put his hands on a woman, or at least threaten to. Diddy later publicly apologized to Kimora for his temper, but Kimora has been a longtime anti-Diddy figure. In 2005, during a season of time when Kim and Diddy were back on, Kim and Diddy were on his yacht in Saint Tropez and they got into an argument. During this argument, Kim's nose was broken. It was reported that Kim had accidentally broken her own nose by accidentally slipping and hitting her face off of a table. But that never sat right with anybody. In a later interview, Mark Curry, a former member of Bad Boys Entertainment, confirmed millions of people's suspicions and shared that Diddy was responsible for breaking Kim's nose that night.
Speaking of Kim Porter, because you knew Kim Porter, is it true that Diddy broke her nose?
Bust her nose, man. It was all, insecurities.
In 2006, Diddy began working closely with the singer Cassie and her music producer boyfriend Ryan Leslie. Rumors started to swirl about an affair going on between Cassie and Diddy, but these rumors were quickly shut down by both Cassie and Diddy's representatives, and Cassie even assured the public that her and Diddy had a father-daughter like relationship.
Of course, because he made her call him Papa Puff or whatever, Papa Combs, whatever the hell she called him. He would, of course, they had a father-daughter relationship because he likes to role play like that, allegedly. Weird ass.
And Diddy was very protective of her. On December 21st of 2006, Kim and Diddy welcomed twin little girls into the world, Delilah Starr and Jesse James. The couple now had 3 children together, as well as 2 other children from separate relationships. Despite their ever-growing family, Diddy had no desire to marry Kim, and he made himself very clear about this many times publicly. In 2007, things got really bad between Diddy and Kim because it was leaked to the press that Diddy was a father of another child from a different relationship, and this little girl was born just a few months before his twins with Kim were born. Little baby girl's name is Chance Combs, and she was born on July 20th of 2006. Mother of Chance is a businesswoman and longtime friend of Diddy named Sarah Chapman, and it was later discovered that Diddy had been hooking up with Sarah on and off just as long as he had been hooking up with Kim on and off. Kim Porter was fed up with this entire situation. Understandably, I do not know what I would do in that situation. But ultimately, Kim decided to end things with Diddy again. Kim waited until Diddy was out of town for work, and she quickly packed up the entire home, including all of the furniture, and left with herself, her things, and her children. Diddy was a very controlling individual, not only to his partners, but also in other aspects of his life. So I assume Kim knew that Diddy wasn't going to just let her walk away from him. She knew she had to do it quickly and discreetly. But in 2008, Diddy and Kim were.
But you know why she had to do it discreetly? Because Cassie already said his organization knows how to find anybody. She knew she had to think real quick, and she had a little timeline. She probably been with Diddy so long she knew the routes of everybody. So she figured out her escape route and got the hell up out of there. That's how you have to escape that man. He ain't letting you go peacefully. He blowing up cars and everything. He blowing cars up and everything, allegedly.
Were seen at a party in Hollywood being very loving and affectionate to one another, and a lot of people started to assume that maybe they got back together. But in fact, Diddy had his sights set on someone else, a much younger woman, Cassie, who had just recently broken up from her music producing boyfriend, Ryan Leslie. In May 2008, specifically on Mother's Day of May 2008, Diddy and Cassie were spotted at Central Park laying on some very public PDA on one another. It was later discovered that Diddy and Cassie had been seeing each other for quite some time before this public outing, but they would not confirm that they were publicly in a relationship until 2012, when Diddy and Cassie began dating. Cassie was 19 years old and Diddy was 37. And let's not forget that Cassie and Diddy met when Cassie was 16, turning 17, and she described their relationship as a father-daughter relationship.
In Diddy's world, that might be normal to meet that a girl that age and be looking at her like, or ain't no telling what they did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying, even then, if y'all had a father-daughter relationship, you was attracted. It's just sick, man. Just that dude is sick.
And then later they pop out on the scene as a couple. Throughout Diddy and Cassie's relationship, there were often speculations that Diddy was being abusive to Cassie. At one time, she was even seen out in public, and her face clearly looked like she had been beat up. But no one could ever really figure out what the dynamic of the relationship even was to know that Cassie was in serious, serious danger.
Man. Cassie was in near and dear danger. That woman was fighting for her damn life. Literally, she had to fight for her life a few times with Diddy, but hey, all was well because he just sent her on a damn vacation, right? Take that vacation. That's what they told her. Take that vacation. Go to the Bahamas. Rejuvenate. Come back fresh for this FO. Come back fresh for this FO. All right, let's get back to this story, y'all. Get the likes up. Get the likes up.
Throughout 2008 and 2009, Diddy was seen at different events. Sometimes he would be with Kim, and sometimes he would be with Cassie. So people were very unsure about what P. Diddy's relationship status actually was, but many chalked it up to just him and Kim having a great co-parenting relationship. And he just had no problems being seen with the mother of his child, despite the fact that he was being seen publicly with another woman. Even though things seemed weird from the outside, I can guarantee things were a lot weirder behind closed doors. Recently, Cassie has shared with us that in 2009, Diddy began pressuring her to get breast implants, which she agreed to. The very next day, Diddy allegedly forced Cassie to get the breast implants removed because he thought they were too big. Cassie's plastic surgeon explained how dangerous it was for them to put Cassie back under and remove the breast implants that had just been placed. The plastic surgeon recommended at least time to heal before she went back under, but Diddy demanded that they were taken out immediately. And that's what happened. Cassie was put under and
Listen to that again, y'all. Listen to this again.
the very next day, being publicly with another woman. Even though things seemed weird from the outside,
Listen to this closely,
I
y'all.
can guarantee things were a lot weirder behind closed doors. Recently, Cassie has shared with us that in 2009, Diddy began pressuring her to get breast implants, which she agreed to. The very next day, Diddy allegedly forced Cassie to get the breast implants removed because he thought they were too big. Cassie's plastic surgeon explained how dangerous it was for them to put Cassie back under and remove the breast implants that had just been placed. The plastic surgeon recommended at least time to heal before she went back under, but Diddy demanded that they were taken out immediately. And that's what happened. Cassie was put under and her implants were removed. The issues with control and insecurity are things that Diddy very clearly has issues with. It's kind of frightening to see how much this grown man was able to manipulate and take advantage. Cassie was very young and impressionable at this time, and I cannot imagine the turmoil she was going through in this very messy situation. Once 2010 rolled around, it was pretty evident that Kim had moved on, she began dating, and Diddy was being seen out a lot with Cassie. In
How the hell you gonna make this woman take some shit out of, like, you can't. I didn't know that that was possible. You just go get something in your body, but nope, nope, nope. Take that out and go back under the. You could have killed that girl, bro. What is up with this dude?
May of 2010, Diddy bought Kim and the children a six-bedroom home in California. But little did Kim know, Diddy had installed hidden cameras all throughout the home, audio surveillance throughout the home, and he also had all the phones wiretapped.
He tapped their phones. He was stalking this lady. When he bought her that house, everything that she was telling people about him, all those phone conversations she was having about exposing him, Diddy was sitting in his office with his leg on his desk, watching and listening to everything. How do you think he got her? That's how he caught her. He caught Kim Porter red-handed because he had all the tapes. That every room in that house, when she showered, he watched. When she slept, he watched. He listened to every phone call. If a dude came over, he knew about it. He watched. He probably did something in the corner, but he watched.
Also in 2010, Kim began dating the actor Jackie Long. Despite being rumored to be in a relationship with Cassie at the time, this drove Diddy absolutely insane. Diddy was furious that Kim had moved on, despite the fact that he was being seen out with other women regularly. And Diddy began sending game over threats to Jackie Long. Ultimately, Diddy began stalking Kim Porter's new boyfriend. Diddy would call Jackie's phone at all hours of the day or night and tell Jackie that he was going to erase him off of the face of the earth, all while maintaining a relationship with Cassie. Jackie Long took Diddy's threats very seriously and took them straight to the police, especially because of the close proximity Diddy had with so many mysterious unalivings and people going missing. He was not about to play into Diddy's games. Kim and Jackie's relationship soon fizzled after this. After Kim and Jackie's relationship ended, shockingly, Kim got back together with Diddy. In December of 2010, Kim and Diddy were spotted being very affectionate, very loving, and packing on the PDA on Diddy's yacht. But just a few days later, Diddy rang in the new year on his yacht with Cassie on his arm. In April of 2011, Cassie and Diddy were spotted vacationing together, and they still had not admitted to the public that they were in a relationship of any kind. It appeared that Diddy was publicly bouncing back and forth between Kim and Cassie. And obviously, whoever he was bouncing back and forth with privately behind the scenes. Later in 2011, Diddy was seen out in public with Cameron Diaz, of all people. Definitely a more age appropriate pick than Cassie, as Cameron Diaz was 39 at the time and Diddy was 42. It was later discovered that Cameron and Diddy had been hooking up off and on since 2008, but they were very clear that they were only friends and had no plans of dating or being in a relationship. I just want to interject this really quickly. Do you guys remember earlier we were speaking about the artist Heavy D, and he was involved in the City College of New York's charity fundraising event that went terribly wrong? It was this year, specifically November 8th of 2011, when Heavy D would unexpectedly pass away. Heavy D was just 44 years old at the time of his passing, and he shockingly just suddenly collapsed outside of his home in Beverly Hills. Heavy D's cause of death was initially thought to be complications from pneumonia, as in the days leading up to his passing, Heavy D was feeling very sick and told his family that he was experiencing pneumonia-like symptoms. Days before he passed away, Heavy D had gone to his doctor to get medications to help him clear up the lung infection that he was dealing with. It was later discovered after an autopsy was done that Heavy D passed away from a heart attack. At the time of his passing, Heavy D was trying to make a big comeback in the music industry, and many close to Heavy D said that before his passing, he had plans to write and publish his very own autobiography detailing his life in the industry. Okay, back to Kim and Diddy. I just really want to interject that because I think it's very interesting when people who are close to Diddy, who helped him succeed in his career, suddenly reason just pass away. New Year's Eve of 2011, Diddy and Kim hosted a lavish New Year's Eve party with dozens of A-list celebrities in attendance. Nearly all of Bad Boy Entertainment executives and the signed artists were all in attendance at the party, except for Cassie. But at midnight, Diddy tweeted out, "Happy New Year, baby girl." And this was confirmation for a lot of people that Diddy and Cassie were obviously dating. Cassie has later shared with us that in 2012, while attending a Paris Fashion Week with her boyfriend Diddy, Diddy allegedly informed Cassie that he had plans to blow up the artist Kid Cudi's vehicle. Kid Cudi and Cassie are rumored to have had a fling, being the deeply insecure and jealous man that Diddy truly is on the inside. He simply could not handle this, and very shortly after Diddy had relayed that information to Cassie, Kid Cudi's vehicle blew up in his driveway. Kid Cudi and his representatives have confirmed this. This cycle of the back and forth between Kim and Cassie continued for a very long time. Cassie and Diddy were making up and breaking up and making up and breaking up, and then he would be seen with Kim, and people were just like, what is going on? But in 2015, when Cassie was overseas filming a movie, Diddy was spotted by paparazzi leaving a X shop with his ex, Kim. Diddy and Cassie broke up briefly after this incident, but within about a month, they were back on. In August of 2016, Cassie and Diddy got in a massive fight in which the police had to get involved. But of course, no charges were ever filed. It was during this time that Diddy allegedly leaked Cassie's nude photographs to the internet because he was angry that Cassie wanted to break up with him. This fight caused the couple to break up, but again, within a few weeks, they were back together publicly. Diddy rang in New Year's 2018 with both Cassie and Kim, and this was unfortunately going to be the very last New Year's Eve celebration that Kim would ever attend. Her autopsy report reads that her body was found unresponsive in her bed at just the age of 47 years old. In the days leading up to her tragic passing, Kim was feeling unwell. She was having flu-like symptoms and was reportedly diagnosed with pneumonia. Before Kim's passing, she was working on a tell-all book, and many believe that Diddy was very concerned about the information that Kim was going to be sharing about him in that book.
And we all know what was in that damn book. Diddy, your ass need to be in jail. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your ass need to be in jail, man. Some people in the chat saying Diddy ain't going to jail. So what now? So what now? Man, if you feel like Diddy ain't going to jail, so then you tell me what now. You tell me, Thug. You tell me, Thug. That why don't you do that? Everybody in this chat that know everything, y'all tell me. Get the likes up. That's all. That's what you can do while you sitting over there talking. You can get the likes up though. Let's get to part 6, y'all. Let's get to part 6 of a 7-part series. This is a 7-part series. We got one more part after this. Are y'all enjoying this? This is a deep dive into Diddy. This is everything we know about Diddy. This is everything in one video about this man and what the fuck he's been going through and what's been going on in the deep, dark world of Diddy.
Soon after Kim's passing, her first husband, as well as longtime signee of Bad Boy Entertainment, Al B. Shore, shared publicly that he believed that the circumstances surrounding Kim's untimely passing were extremely suspicious. He made it very clear that there was no way Kim's life was taken by pneumonia. I do find the parallels between Heavy D's passing and Kim's passing very interesting. Kim Porter's autopsy is not congruent with the evidence that was found in her bedroom where she was found. Police discovered blood on Kim's pillowcases, as well as a trail of blood leading from the bed to her bathroom. And Kim's body was not found in her bed, as if she had passed away in her sleep. Her body was found on her bathroom floor. There had to be someone with some sort of connection who wanted this to go away that ultimately falsified reports. This
And we all know who had access to everything. It was Diddy. Diddy had access to everything, and allegedly he pulled that off for Clive Davis because Clive Davis was about to be outed in that book as well. And Diddy had to inform Clive Davis. So Clive Davis, you need to go take care of it. You better handle it. I'll make sure it go away, but you better take care of it.
day, the public still suspects that P. Diddy did something to harm his ex, Kim Porter. Soon after, Al B. Shore made his public statement sharing that he did not believe that Kim passed away from pneumonia. He collapsed in the studio while working on new music, and he slipped into a coma for 2 months.
Slipped into a coma for 2 months right before he exposed Diddy. Kim Porter was finna expose Diddy. Andre Harrell was finna expose Diddy. Everybody, Heavy D was finna expose Diddy. Shit, the coroner who could expose Diddy died. Everybody around this man, this story it's just death everywhere. Everybody around Diddy just goes. Everybody. And for the rest of this live, I'm putting Sapphire on sniper mode. I'm just gonna I'm letting her loose. I'm letting her loose and run. Trust me, she want this smoke. Trust me, right about now, she want this smoke. Go ahead and smoke it out in the comment section, Sapphire. Do your thing.
While Al B. Shore was in this coma, his kidneys began to shut down. He was in renal failure. Doctors were not hopeful after the 2-month mark came, and Al B. Shore was still being kept alive by machines. But miraculously, Al B. Shore did recover from this sudden and mysterious illness, but he had to receive a new liver to save his life. At the time that Al B. Shore went into his coma, it was also well known that he was working on a tell-all book detailing his life in the industry and his relationship with his ex-wife, Kim. Many think that this mysterious illness was no mystery at all, and it was really just Diddy trying to take out anyone who could potentially spill any secrets about him. Days after Kim's passing, Diddy and Cassie were spotted out together publicly, but they would officially break up for good. Cassie went on to marry Alex Fine, and the couple went on to have 2 children together. I also do want to interject this into the timeline as well. On May 7th of 2020, Uptown Records founder Andre Harrell passed away at the age of 59 from a heart attack. Before his passing, Andre Harrell was to be working on it. May 7th of 2020, Uptown Records founder Andre Harrell.
There is Andre Harrell. Passed of a heart attack as well. Everybody got heart symptoms, some weird symptoms going on around them when they pass away around Diddy. And then he pays the cops and the coroners and he pays everybody. He pays hotel staff for footage. He pays for everything. He got so much money, he ain't tripping because he know all these lawsuits and stuff ain't never gonna lead to no jail time because he cool with the cops and stuff. Allegedly.
Passed away at the age of 59 from a heart attack. Before his passing, Andre Harrell was to be working on a tell-all book surrounding the history of Uptown Records and his time in the industry, but he would not have the opportunity to finish nor publish this.
Started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Al B. Shore, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest mother. Seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning. Come on. Just him. I guess Al disappointed you. You know, I speak for a reason.
So now that you guys are all caught up on the Kim timeline, the Cassie timeline, the Jennifer timeline, let's get back to the timeline of our civil and criminal suits. In 2022, a woman who claimed she was the niece of Kim Porter and had been working for years as a babysitter for Diddy sued Diddy for wrongful termination after she had shared to Diddy that she was pregnant and she was met with a termination notice. This young woman sued for wrongful termination, and I am not sure what the outcome of this case was or if it is still ongoing today. Also in 2022, Diddy shocked the world when he shared that he had become a father for the 7th time around. This little girl was born on December 10th of 2022, and she was named Love Sean Combs by Diddy and her mother, who was a cybersecurity professional as well as a model named Dana Tran. In 2023, present day, Cassie filed an explosive lawsuit that detailed years of horrific abuse that she dealt with at the hands of Diddy. Cassie revealed in this lawsuit that throughout the entirety of her relationship with Diddy from 2007 to 2018, Diddy was always very physically abusive to her. Cassie shared that Diddy would regularly slap her, beat her, kick her, and even stomp on her body in anger. These beatings would leave Cassie bruised and bloody, and she would have to hide out in a hotel for a week to heal so that the public would not see her with a black eye or a bloody nose. Cassie also expressed in this suit that she was a victim of SA at the hands of Diddy on multiple occasions. When Cassie and Diddy broke up for the final time, Cassie shared that Diddy broke into her home and R-worded her. She even detailed a time when her and Diddy were staying in a hotel together when an argument broke out. Hotel security witnessed Diddy throw a glass vase at Cassie, causing it to shatter all over the hallway, and they did nothing. Hotel security did nothing. Staff did nothing. In fact, Diddy offered to pay them $50,000 to have the full surveillance tape from the hallway, and they obliged. He was concerned that that tape was going to get leaked to the press and it was going to be exposed monster that he really is. I guess he just wasted $50,000 because we believe Cassie. Cassie details in her suit that throughout their relationship, Diddy was consistently and constantly feeding her substances and alcohol, and copious amounts at that. I want us to keep in mind the age gap and the power dynamic imbalance that is going on in this relationship. Diddy completely took advantage and manipulated Cassie's young and impressionable mind, and further manipulated and distorted her reality through feeding her substances that made it impossible for her to feel her feelings and know what was reality and what was not. Cassie also shared with us that Diddy was the only person who had access to her medical records. She didn't even have access herself without Diddy's permission. Cassie detailed a situation in her lawsuit where she was going to the doctor to get an MRI because she was suffering from memory loss from prolonged substance usage, as well as multiple concussions from being beat savagely by Diddy. The results of this MRI went directly to Diddy, which is so sinister when you think about it.
And that's weird, right? It's sinister as hell. Like, you beat the hell out the girl, and then the results get sent back to you. This dude gets away with everything. How the hell do you beat the hell out of her allegedly? Well, not allegedly, because it's documented. So really, this happened. I mean, well, if he says he didn't do all the stuff that they said, okay, so I'll say allegedly for the channel's purposes. So allegedly, you put hands and feet on her, whatever you did, and you send her to the hospital where she gets an MRI and gets checked out and patched up or whatever, and all the stuff. You're cool with the doctors in there too. So you go in there, pay off the doctors, get the MRI results, they send it right back to your email, and you figure out a private physicianist or wherever you got. You know what I'm saying? And dog, this dude is sick. Diddy is a monster that needs to be locked away. If anybody in this room agrees with Diddy or his actions, I'm be real. I can't rock with you, y'all. We got $47 on the screen. If you want to show some support, man, throw a super chat, a super sticker up. We finna get into part 7, the final part of this part of the story with this Diddy part. We doing this deep dive into Diddy. Let's get into part 7. We are at the finale, y'all, of the Diddy portion. We are at the finale of the Diddy, the Diddy deep dive. Not the I think we still got a few Diddy videos after this, but the Diddy portion of the deep dive. Let's get into it. This is the finale.
He also informed us about sessions that she would regularly have to participate in that Diddy called freak offs. Diddy would book hotel rooms and hire a gaggle of male escorts and then force Cassie to engage with each of these escorts, and Diddy would be filming it or watching the whole time. Cassie would also be fed a larger than normal cocktail of substances during these freak offs, so high of doses that she would feel extremely sick during these freak off sessions because she was not only engaging in an act that she did not want to and did not consent to, she was also sick from the substances that were coursing through her body. Cassie shared with us that she would often vomit because of how sick she was by the whole situation, but she was forced to come right back and continue performing for Diddy. It's like unimaginably horrific. During one specific incident that Cassie detailed in her lawsuit, Cassie was attending her birthday party, her own birthday party. And Diddy called her and told her that she needed to leave her own birthday party so that she could participate in a freak off session. Cassie agreed, booked a hotel room, and invited a couple of her friends to meet her there so that she wasn't alone. When Diddy arrived, he was angry and intoxicated, and in his fit of anger, he picked up one of Cassie's friends and dangled her by the legs off of the 17th story balcony of the hotel room that they were staying in.
Again, this is a psychopath. Diddy is a psychopath at this point. How do you go to a hotel room with your girl and her friends and you ready for a freak off, but you end up dangling a woman over 17 stories? That is insane. Like, what if something went wrong and you dropped her? Or what if a freakish accident happens? I mean, I don't know what you were in, and you're drunk. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you must have been Superman that night or something. I don't know what it is, but it's loose. But, dude, you were sitting there drunk, intoxicated, out of your mind, uh, going crazy on Cassie for whatever reason. You took her from her birthday party to a freak off because you took her from a birthday party and wanted to see a male escort do things to her while you watched and filmed and did weird things to yourself. It's weird. And then you get mad at her and her birthday party when you're about to do this to her on her birthday, and then you dangle her friend over 17 stories. Dude, you out of control, man.
After these frequent freak offs, Cassie would have to lay in bed for days and be receiving IV fluids to flush out the massively high dose of substances that was in her body. Cassie and Diddy settled this lawsuit outside of court just a day after Cassie filed it, and Diddy's reps were very clear that Diddy settling this matter is not an admission of guilt. This lawsuit details that after dinner, Diddy allegedly drove this woman back to the recording studio, but when they arrived, she was unable to stand or walk. Diddy had allegedly spiked her drink at dinner and she was losing control of the movement of her body. Diddy was unable to stand. This lawsuit details that after dinner, Diddy allegedly drove this woman back to the recording studio, but when they arrived, she was unable to stand or walk. Diddy had allegedly spiked her drink at dinner and she was losing control of the movement of her body. Diddy then proceeded to allegedly SA this woman. In this lawsuit, this woman alleges that Diddy filmed this entire interaction and then went on to show it to his friends because she was later informed of the existence of the video when one of her male friends came to her and said that he had seen it. Days after this, a woman identified as Jane Doe came forward and shared that her and her friend were also SA'd by Diddy in 1991. Miss Jane Doe also lists singer Aaron Hall as one of the perpetrators who was involved in SA'ing her along with Diddy. That pretty much catches us up to speed on where we are with Diddy's legal issues right now. But honestly, there are more lawsuits coming out by the day. So by the time this video goes up, there might be multiple more lawsuits that have been filed against Diddy. Now, before we wrap this up, I do want to talk about the videos of Diddy and Justin Bieber that have been going around the internet. Old videos of Diddy and Justin Bieber have prompted a lot of people to feel concerned that Diddy has potentially done something to harm Justin Bieber. At the very least, Justin seems incredibly uncomfortable in these videos, but I'm not going to speculate too much. In general, it has been rumored for years that Diddy is a homosexual man. These rumors have been specifically fanned for a very long time by the rapper 50 Cent, as well as former television host Wendy Williams. For me personally, I just feel like that is a detail in all of this that really does not matter. It feels like an irrelevant detail to me, but I know I was going to get comments asking about it, so yes, he has been rumored to have had relationships with men as well as women, and I just don't think being bisexual is a scandal. So, despite this being a multiple part series, there are many other stories and rumors out there floating around about Diddy. He's kind of one of those people, if you continue to dig, the more you'll find. Diddy will go down in history and be remembered as a monster who terrorized many, many women and allegedly facilitated tearing apart many, many families. There are no qualities of Diddy that are anywhere near respectable, and he only has himself to blame for this. There is no amount of money or fame that can protect you from the truth and her very best friend, Karma. Unfortunately for Diddy, I think that Cassie speaking out and coming forward opened up the floodgates and made a lot of other women feel safe and ready to come forward with their own experiences. I think there's a lot about Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy that we will never know. But there is one thing that I do know for certain. Victims become survivors, and survivors hold the power to bring predators to their knees every time.
Man. How do y'all feel about that 7-part series about everything we know about Diddy, y'all? How do y'all feel about the 7-part series about everything that we know right now about Diddy? Man. We not done with him though. We not done with Diddy though. Let's continue.
Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
The first of all is there has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
In what seems like a script ripped straight from a Hollywood drama, Sean Diddy Combs, once a towering figure in the entertainment industry, is now facing a stunning and rapid downfall. The latest blow to his empire, a mass exodus of 18 brands from his e-commerce platform, Empower Global, all sparked by a series of harrowing abuse allegations. The scale of this corporate desertion is nothing short of astonishing. It's not just the number of companies fleeing, it's their fervor in distancing themselves from Diddy's tainted legacy. Take House of Takura, for instance. Led by Annette and Zhao, this luxury bag company was quick to sever ties. Zhao's words were unambiguous. We take the allegations against Mr. Combs very seriously and find such behavior abhorrent and intolerable. This isn't just a business decision. It's a moral stand.
Those insurance companies, they had the ability to say, we won't renew your policy if he continues to be a director or officer.
Similarly, Nudie Eye System, a brand known for its undergarments and shapewear, didn't hesitate to terminate its association with Empower Global. Founder Annette Azan acted swiftly upon hearing of Ventura's allegations, drawing a line in the sand. Then there's Leonard Greer of No One Clothiers, who despite once revering Combs as a business and entertainment leader, felt compelled to cut ties, citing a conflict with his company's foundational beliefs of respect and equality. The financial implications for Diddy are stark. His $20 million investment in Empower Global, once a source of pride and excitement, now seems like a sinking ship. Combs, who in July had gushed about his excitement for the venture, comparing it to the launch of Bad Boy Entertainment, now watches as his empire crumbles.
I'm gonna fight for my reputation. I'm gonna fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am. I'm not perfect.
But it's not just these statements that spell trouble for Diddy. The reasons behind these brands' departures are deeply rooted in ethics and values. Ashley Godalock of Surrey, a luxury skincare brand, made it clear. Her company unequivocally seeks to terminate its association with Empower Global due to the mistreatment of women. Happy Berry of Falaba, a high-end jewelry brand, also voiced her belief in the accusers and her commitment to empowering women, making her decision to leave the platform crystal clear. What's particularly damaging is the nature of these departures. Some brands have vanished from the site, highlighting the rapid unraveling of Combs' business endeavors. This isn't a slow erosion of support. It's a swift and decisive blow to a once thriving venture. And yet, amidst this storm, there's a glimmer of what could be perceived as loyalty or perhaps pragmatism. A few brands, while acknowledging the seriousness of the allegations, have chosen to stay, citing investments in time and capital they had geared up for Empower Global's launch, believing in the vision of its prior CEO, Khadija Robinson. Her departure in February preceding these allegations was a shock to many. These remaining companies seem to be in a state of limbo, weighing their options in a rapidly evolving situation. But let's not forget the catalyst of this dramatic downfall, Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. The allegations she brought against Combs have set off a chain reaction, with each new revelation adding to the sense of urgency and moral reckoning. Ventura's accusations of physical violence and forced sex acts have cast a long, dark shadow over Diddy's career and legacy.
Controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
These allegations aren't isolated incidents. They've opened the floodgates for others to come forward, each account adding to a growing narrative of abuse and misconduct.
All right, that's part one of that story, y'all. Diddy, it's just too much. I don't understand how all of this stuff is documented. This is the part I don't get. I don't get how all of these things are documented, like dangling people over balconies, paying to get footage so you can cover up crimes. Like there's a list of charges: trafficking, trafficking, human trafficking, abuse, assault, R word. I mean, the list goes murder. The list goes on and on. Like, how do you got all these accusations and haven't even been investigated? Like, there's been no investigation into a crime. And then when he did commit a crime, everybody know he shot into a crowd too. It was him and Shine shooting allegedly. And really, from what I'm hearing, it was really Diddy. And Shine took the fall for it, allegedly. But Diddy got away with that as well. He's never been committed for any crime. I mean, he's never been prosecuted for any crime he committed. Let's stay woke, y'all. Let's get to part two.
And misconduct. The details are graphic, disturbing, and, for many, impossible to ignore. This isn't just a crisis for Diddy. It's a seismic shift in how the public perceives a figure who was once celebrated for his business acumen and musical genius. As the brands depart, one can't help but speculate about the ripple effects of these allegations. Diddy's business interests span beyond Empower Global. What will happen to his other ventures? Will his once loyal partners and collaborators turn their backs on him too? The situation remains fluid, but one thing is certain. The Diddy empire, once seemingly invincible, is showing cracks that could very well lead to its collapse. Cassie Ventura's lawsuit, a former protege and lover, catapulting Diddy from the pinnacle of success into the abyss of public scrutiny and moral judgment. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, brought forth a lawsuit in federal district court in Manhattan that reads like a chronicle of horror. She alleges a decade-long saga of control, abuse, and manipulation at the hands of Combs, starting from when she was just 19.
To change it, or something that I was doing was causing it.
Got you.
And once I realized that it didn't have nothing to do with me, it was his decision and, something he had to deal with.
Right.
The details are nothing short of chilling. Being plied with substances, enduring beatings, and being forced into sexual acts with male sex workers while Combs filmed these encounters. But the climax of this alleged nightmare came in 2018 when, according to the suit, Combs forced his way into her home and committed assault. Ventura, breaking her long silence, stated, "I am finally ready to tell my story." In contrast, Combs, through his lawyer Ben Brafman, vehemently denied these allegations, labeling them as offensive and outrageous. Brofman accused Ventura of demanding $30 million under the threat of a tell-all book, framing the lawsuit as a blatant act of blackmail. However, Ventura's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, countered, claiming Combs offered a substantial sum to silence Ventura, which she rejected.
I'm gonna gather myself and just try.
I'm sorry that happened to you, BG,
Absolutely.
baby. Sending you healing energy, sending everybody dealing with those type of situations healing.
Get the likes up, y'all. Smash the likes. Get the likes up.
But Ventura's claims are not isolated. They have opened a Pandora's box, leading to more women coming forward with their own disturbing accounts. Joey Dickerson, a former Syracuse University student, recounted an encounter with Combs in 1991. She alleges that Combs incapacitated her on a date and then assaulted her, recording the act and sharing it within his influential circle. The fallout, a spiral into depression, and the derailing of her education. Another lawsuit filed by an unnamed woman details a joint assault by Combs and R&B singer Aaron Hall. She claims that after being coerced into sex with Combs, Hall forced himself on her. Days later, an enraged Combs allegedly choked her until she lost consciousness in an attempt to silence her. A spokesperson for Combs dismissed these new allegations, attributing them to opportunistic exploitation of New York's Adult Survivors Act. However, the pattern emerging from these accusations paints a dark and consistent picture of abuse and misuse of power.
Whatever I want, I get! Whatever I want, I get!
The shockwaves of these allegations are a consistent picture of abuse and misuse of power.
Whatever I want, I get! Whatever I want, I get!
The shockwaves of these allegations reverberate beyond the personal sphere into Combs' professional realm. His empire, which includes Bad Boy Entertainment and an impressive portfolio of business ventures, now faces an uncertain future. How will these scandalous revelations affect his standing in the industry? Can his business ventures withstand this storm of public disapproval and moral outrage? As the plot thickens, a fourth accusation emerges, adding another layer of horror to the narrative. A new court filing alleges that Combs, along with his Lieutenant Harvey Pierre and another unnamed man, assaulted and trafficked an underage woman in 2003. The accuser, referred to as Miss
Man. Y'all ready to get into that part 3? Let's get into part 3 of this Diddy story, man. Diddy, it's just too many allegations, man, against one person. I'm sorry, man. It's just too many. Somebody ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the fact that you paying people off. Like, if a motherfucker do a lawsuit on me and I'm taking it. Let's take it to trial. Fuck that. Let's take that shit to trial. I ain't paying you shit.
2003. The accuser, referred to as Miss Do, alleges she was incapacitated and assaulted by a group in Combs' studio.
Are pointing out the fact that she has actual photos in the studio. So placing her there in the studio, one of the photos, she's actually sitting on Diddy's lap.
Combs, in a fiery denial posted on Instagram, declared, "Enough is enough," vowing to fight for his name and reputation. This latest accusation not only raises the stakes, but also casts a shadow on Combs' entire legacy. But perhaps the most harrowing aspect of these allegations is the theme of trafficking. Ventura's lawsuit mentions being forced into non-consensual sex with other men. A claim echoed by Miss Doe, this disturbing element suggests a pattern of behavior that transcends mere abuse, venturing into the realm of criminality and systemic exploitation. In the midst of this turmoil, Combs' response remains a mix of denial and legal maneuvering. His settlements, denials, and public statements are indicative of a man caught in a tempest, struggling to regain control of a narrative that's rapidly slipping from his grasp. As the drama unfolds, one can't help but speculate. What will become of Scene Diddy Combs? Once a symbol of success and a beacon in the music industry, he now stands at the precipice, his reputation hanging by a thread. The accusations, each more shocking than the last, have created a domino effect, causing both personal and professional relationships to fray. The Combs saga, with its twists and turns, is a stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can change. From the heights of fame and wealth to the depths of scandal and disrepute, Combs' journey is a cautionary tale of power, abuse, and the potential fall from grace. As the legal battles rage on and more details emerge, the world watches, captivated by the unraveling of a once untouchable figure.
I don't really let anybody influence me on making a record.
As the dramatic narrative of Scene Diddy Combs' downfall continues to unfold, the court of public opinion is ablaze with reactions. Fans and detractors alike are weighing in, their comments painting a vivid picture of a divided audience. Amidst these voices, two particular opinions stand out, reflecting the complexity of the situation. One fan, seemingly knowledgeable about the music industry, pointed out, yeah, but he still has his Bad Boy artists' royalties and master's check coming in, so he'll stay afloat for now. It highlights the reality that, while his reputation may be in jeopardy, his financial ruin is not immediately imminent due to the enduring assets like royalties and masters from his successful past ventures. On the other end of the spectrum, another individual expressed a harsher stance. He deserves more for all the evil things he has done to people for over 3 decades. It suggests that for some, the current allegations are seen as the culmination of a pattern of behavior, rather than isolated incidents. This viewpoint speaks to a broader narrative, one where Com's current legal and ethical battles are part of a larger historical context of alleged misconduct. As the story continues to develop, we're left with more questions than answers. We invite you to join the conversation. Do you believe these allegations will permanently tarnish Diddy's legacy, or is this just a temporary setback for the mogul? And what do you think about the brands that have chosen to stay?
So everybody is disconnecting from P. Diddy. Everybody in the industry wants no part of Sean Puffy Combs, man. And that's the way the cookie crumbles for Mr. Diddy, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles. After everything is said and done, Diddy can barely get any work. Diddy can barely get any damn work now. He ain't getting no damn he not getting no more brand deals. He not getting nothing. All these companies have now turned their back on Puffy. Everybody has turned their back on this man. So let's keep it a buck. Let's just keep that shit a buck. All these people turned on this dude, man. So man. I don't know. And I knew we was gonna run into this. I knew we was gonna run into the part where it was gonna be like we at a certain point, and it's a lot of content still left on motherfucking Kanye and Kim. And I don't want to run through those videos and overdo it and have like a 3-hour live. Man, that's the part I don't like, because I really want to get into that Kim and Kanye. It's an interesting storyline what's going on with them as well. I mean, we know what it is with Diddy, but just to take a deep dive and look at all the stuff this man got away with and put him on a chopping block yet again, is videos like this that may help get him locked away. Somebody somewhere is gonna end up just prosecuting Diddy. I believe eventually enough people come forward, and then they'll do a Bill Cosby. I think if the Me Too movement goes on, which I think that the lawsuits are still gonna come. I don't think it's over. I think the lawsuits are still gonna pile up on Diddy. I got a funny feeling that somebody is gonna come out the woodworks and say something else. It's gonna trigger another woman. Then you're gonna get some men to come in. It's gonna, and then you might get some of the escorts that feel some type of way, because I heard Diddy did things to them, and then he abused women in front of these men. He used to whoop the hell out of chicks whenever they do something wrong during the FO. He will beat you up and put a mask on your ass, and then do some role play with you in that damn mask. Diddy is a sick individual. That man is sick. That man is sick and twisted. I don't know what it's gonna take, but that dude has to be locked away. I feel like we got to see Diddy behind bars, man, before it's all said and done. When the cookie crumbles, I believe Diddy should be in jail. I'm gonna be honest. When the cookie crumbles, I feel like Diddy is the person who needs to be locked up, man. We are right around the holidays too, y'all, as well. How are y'all feeling, man? We are a week away from Christmas Eve. And we right there around Christmas, y'all. It's right there finna be Christmas, man. So hopefully everybody is in a cheerful mood, and y'all are getting everything ready for your holidays, for you and yours, and y'all have a special holiday, man. But it's stuff like this that makes you look at life a little bit differently. It's stuff like this that makes you appreciate life a little bit more, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Like, everybody's probably looking at Diddy like he is a billionaire. He got everything. He lives a happy life. Them people are miserable. The higher up you get, the more miserable and lonely you become. I'm nowhere near that high, but trust me, this shit ain't a lot of people not built for this world. And when I say world, the entertainment world, I'm not a part of the industry, but you know what I'm saying? I work around it. I'm independent, but I work around the industry. So I'm still in the mix, and they watching me. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy game, man. And I don't know, man. It does different things to different people. Some people sell their souls. Some people sell out for the billions and for the millions. And hey, me, I'm gonna work my ass off. If I'll just be 6 figures forever if I'm cool like this, bro. If I blow up, I blow up. If I don't, I don't. But I made my impact on everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just here to get the truth out. and the truth is getting us to where we are. That's why this platform is growing like that, because we continue to expose all the monsters in the industry. And the more we expose the monsters, the more people want to attack Ratchet, and the more people want to come for me. But I'm built for this. That's the difference between me and them. I was built for this shit. I was chosen. Like, God put me here to do this, man. I'm here for a purpose. Like, I got a reason, and that's the reason why we growing the way we are. So, and I don't even know. It's Sunday. I don't know what it is, man. We ain't get no love on the screen. We 100 away from 1,000 likes, so I can't say y'all did show out on the likes, but I would like to get 100 more. And if somebody want to throw a 50 piece up, man, let's get us to 100, man. I don't know what it is. We still sitting at 47. It is what it is, man. We got our slow nights. I ain't doing no tripping. Said Diddy will have enough accusers in due time. I'm gonna read some comments. So type in the chat. Let me know how y'all feeling. Let me know how y'all feeling about Diddy. And what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna chop it up about Diddy here for the rest of this show. And tomorrow I'll just come back and I'll just rename this live. I knew to put only Diddy and Kim Porter on. I didn't want to put Kim K in, because I had a feeling, I was like, man, this Diddy shit might take too long. So I'll throw their names in the title. If I can't get to it, I'll just do it tomorrow. So I still got a whole live ready for tomorrow. And I'll throw some extra content in there. I don't know. I'll do something for y'all tomorrow with the Kim K. Do y'all want to see do y'all want that portion of it? I don't even know if y'all want to hear the Kim K and Kanye. I don't even know if y'all want to do a story on it. If y'all do, let me know in the chat and we'll do it tomorrow or something. I'll figure it out. I'll definitely do it if y'all want to do it. They said I want Diddy gone. Say yes. Just let me know in the chat if y'all do still want to cover the Kim K and Kanye. I will do it if y'all want to. I'll do it tomorrow. I promise you I'll do it tomorrow. I don't want to drag this live over into like a 3-hour live and then it loses the replay value. So I'll just change the name of this live when it ends, and then we'll definitely cover Kim and Kanye tomorrow, because I have a very interesting story about them. I just don't want to overdo it with this one. I didn't think I could squeeze both, so I tried, y'all. But I knew that Diddy, I had a lot of Diddy content, so they said yes, because why Kim kicked North out for tearing up. Look, I wanted to show y'all this, because look, I got some. North is going. Something is either going to be something surrounding North, it's going to be something surrounding Kim, or it's going to be something surrounding Kanye. Something is about to happen. Kim is fed up with that little girl. That little girl act just like Kanye. Kim is at a point where she a dangerous person. That's all I'm going to say. That shit is turning deadly. Kim K is turning into a very dangerous person, and she got too many high power connects. That's all I'm going to say about that. That Kanye story is interesting, and I'll do it tomorrow. I will do the Kanye story tomorrow, and we'll do a deep dive into we'll do Kanye tomorrow. We'll do a Kanye one tomorrow. I'll put something together. You know what? I'm gonna put something special together for y'all tomorrow. I'll stay up late night tonight, and I'll get up early in the morning, and I'll put together a show. And if y'all got anything y'all want to send me, send me. But I already got what I already figured out. I pretty much know what I'm gonna do. It said North want to be like Beyonce daughter Blue. North fuck around and be a star though. They said I like grown ass North. She be checking Kim. They asked Kim. They was like, so what? They asked North. They was like, so do you enjoy what your mom does for a living? She's like, what does she do? She's like, fuck. That's work. That ain't no fuck. Kim ain't got a talented bone in her body. Even her daughter looked at her like, what does she do? Like, oh, okay, yeah, right, right. That's what she does, right. So yeah, I want to know why North cut out the furniture, because that girl don't want to be with her mom. I said, Lynn, facts. She told her mama her dress was ugly. She don't like her mama. That girl don't like her damn mama. Her mama don't do nothing for her. She is get her babysat and taken care of by everybody else. Man. That girl want to be with her daddy. She do not like Kim. That's why she acting out. She do not like Kim. Kim is a horrible mom. Like that woman, I ain't never seen Kim do nothing mom like. It's like she puts on a fucking front when the camera come on. So my birthday is on the 19th. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Locked in with Mika. Happy birthday. It said North wants her dad. Yeah, North do not want to be with her mama. It just is what it is. That she don't like her mom like that. I mean, I'm sure she love her, but I think she just would do better off. She probably just feel like I'm better off without you. Like I don't want to be here. But that's what's gonna make Kim get dangerous because North wants to be with Kanye, and them kids one by one gonna leave her, and that's gonna make her look horrible in the limelight. She can't have this, so Kanye got to go. Somebody got to get the fuck out the way in that situation. I'm gonna be real with y'all. She also won't lie for Kim, and Kim hates because Kanye taught that girl. You could tell that's her daddy's daughter. That girl got taught by her dad. She don't rock with them like that. So on SNL, I don't think it was on SNL. I don't know what the fuck it was on. To be real, I don't know what the fuck it was on. So let's see what happens 10 years with North. Let's see what happens in 10 months with Kanye and Kim. Let's just see. Let's just stay close and let's pay close attention to that shit. Man. So yeah, man, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into everything tonight. I really don't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this one short, man. I'm gonna cut this one right here at 2 hours. I don't want to be here all night. And plus, hey, it wasn't even, you know what? It wasn't. I'm glad that I cut it right here anyway. The support wasn't even there. Maybe y'all come back tomorrow and throw some support out there. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what Monday brings. See if Monday brings the bucks. I don't know what it is. It was just loose tonight. It is what it is, man. It was loose. So y'all guess y'all had bills to pay. It's all good. He lied and said she was taking a bath. She might want to be in the music game. A reader said that Kim K Baby Chicago is not Kanye's. Hey Ratchet, have you heard that the guy that had the FO is unalive? No, I didn't. Twins, Ye and North. I said, thank y'all. I think Kanye tried with his kids to rein it in. He saw the writing. He may have thought he could change Kim as we do when we love someone. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody thinks at a certain point they could change somebody. I love you, Ratchet. Yes, I love you right back to you. Salute. It's a good show, Ratchet. I appreciate you. I hope y'all did like the show. I'm really mad that I can't get into the Kanye topic because I feel like that's going to be a good show. So I just don't want to overdo it and then have to cut that part short and then not finish it and come back. It's just better that I ended here. So I do appreciate y'all for showing up and showing out. So I guess I'm going to play some music right here, y'all. And I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. We're going to call it early tonight on a Sunday. So hopefully all y'all have a blessed night. No, I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. Get the likes up, gang. We finna get the fuck up out of here. Y'all can stick around and listen to the music. Make sure you smash the likes on your way out. This your boy Big Ratchet, RatchetTV. I'm out, gang.
Valentino Summers and wave runners. Chains on my niggas like slave runners. Drug dealers anonymous. How many Madonnas can that monster fit? My brick talk is more than obvious. It's ominous. Garage is the phantom. Ghouls, ghosts, and goblins. Blonde mohawk, the collection. I'm Dennis Rodman. The money count is the only moment of silence. Cause hush money balances all this drugs and violence. Hat trick under my mattress. Date I stop steal has an asterisk after it. After all, I can make a call. I can baptize a brick as I wash away my sins like a Catholic. Who the fucking master this? America's nightmares and Flint. Children of a lesser God when your melanin's got a tint. And I can't even mention what I sent or what I spent. Cause my name in 18 wheelers is evidence. I put my foods in them cruise collections. Life's a bitch, A to Z on her shoe collection. Take your pick, paid in full like 86 G's on my body. The new Gucci has less monogram. God's got it. Let he without sin cast the first stone. So I built that all glass quad level first home. Shatter all of your misconceptions, hold all of the missing weapons. You thought I would miss my blessing, the ultimate misdirection.
Your husband was a drug dealer. For 14 years, he sold crack cocaine.
Federico Fellini in the flesh. Sergio Cicchini inside his mesh. Bitch, I've been bracking since the 80s. Google me, baby, you crazy. 89 in London pulling bins up. Type it in, Google's your friend, bruh. 14-year drug dealer and still counting. Who deserves the medal of freedom is my accountant. He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. IRS shoulda had the townhouses surrounded. Thanks to the lawyers, I marbled the foyer, I tore the floor up, yeah, that's for the koi fish. We been dining on oysters. I walked through the garage, it's like multiple choices. I told him pull a Royce up, I'm getting ghosts. I'm hearing noises, I think it's the boys, but I've been banging the Deutsch. We got storefronts, we got employee stubs. We've been opening studios and 40/40s up. The paper trail is gorgeous. Cases we bury some before a reasonable doubt drop. The jury hung. Bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. My tenure took me through Virginia. Ask Teddy Riley about me. Ask the federales about me. Try to build a cell around me. Snatch my nigga Emery up. Try to get him to tell about me. He told 12, give me 12. He told him to go to hell about me. Drug dealers anonymous. Y'all think Uber's the future? Our cars been autonomous. Mules move the drums, take them to different spots. We just call the shots by simply moving our thumbs. I'm a course of miracles with this shit. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. I always knew I was a prophet, but I couldn't find a decent job. Life made me ambidextrous. Counting with my right, whipping white with my left wrist. Damn, Daniel. FBI keep bringing them all white vans through.
Smoking on the drove, young J.R. Ewing. Pimping for my paper and I'm looking for the chewing. Bitch, I got the juice, what the fuck I gotta do? Sipping pop pills, smoke fully bags crew. Fooling with the niggas acting all brand new. When they get some money, that's what fuck boys do. I ride in the side, get high in the side. Flip on the grain and get pretty good mind. Bullet deep, sucking holes with a mind full of gold. She playing with her nose, but she suck a mean cold. Can't even lie like a ghetto ass bitch. This time for a daddy, ain't scared to break a trick. A yellow ass switching fast, sucking while I'm pushing the gas in the six, breaking bricks, ballin' in the fucking mix. PMC bitch, you can't act like you don't know. Get down on your knees like a top-notch hoe.
She wanna talk to the kid, make one wish. I'ma get fried right. Rules and syrup, I'm tryna get high tonight. Serving them pies right. I'ma start dancing as soon as they hit in the light. Jesus, peace, Christ. With your geek like me. Do you like Miley Cyrus? Or you like Virgil White? I done been jumping on pussies, ain't jumping the needles. I earn my stripes. Over the gang and robbing the family, whether they wrong or right. Family. When the cash transaction, know we give these a swipe. Carry my trust as a kid, I keep my pipe, protect my life, I know my right.
I must be a pro like a nigga up front. Little bitch, she bad, she working at Ernest. I gave her a sack full of money, she brought her shit back and it came with something. Better that demons running. That little bit it do nothing to it, ain't nothing. She fought with a ball, she upgraded from her last nigga, said he wasn't nothing. Her nigga ain't seen no money. Fresh out the trap, we stepping and gunning. Meet me at Coca, meet me at Boy. Nigga want smoke or beef, we coming. Look at these big boy toys, they gorgeous. All these gorgeous girls want it. I be ignoring them, they be ignoring me. I be ignoring them, like we fucking. Fuck your man, no, she can't answer the phone. She outside, she getting that bag on her own. No, I'm not alone, cause I came with the 5. I'm still gon' put it on, and my bitch match my vibe. The way the low drop, she might think it's out the sky. I'm standing on business, and she's standing on mine.
Like the moon, light up my darkest hour. I'm cherish every moment. I wouldn't let this slip away. Let you here to stay. Give you space when you want more. Good love in the morning. Your energy still flows through my mind, body, never so
in this motherfucker.
Sit back and vibe. That's another DJ Bentley exclusive.
And you know how we do it on the west side. Ride. You know, bitch. You gon' hit your ass up.
How shall I please? Forever thugging on a quest to get G's, running from enemies. Ever since the days of a sea, I'm under pressure. The stressor had me drinking, thinking niggas after me. Much too paranoid to blink. Wonder why the police don't wanna see me stacking G's. They after a player, but I won't let them capture me. I gotta thank the Lord for the weed and the nicotine. I can't sleep, close my eyes and see wicked things. I keep my pistol by my bedside, one in the chamber, preoccupied with homicide. My life's in danger, rolling down the 4-5. Beware strangers, hand on my 45. That's what the fame does. I'm probably wrong, but I'll never know until I'm gone. From out the gutter where the jealous motherfuckers roam. Pass the weed, let that Hennessy get to me before the penitentiary. Let's get it on.
Like 11 cop back, niggas better duck down.
Yeah, niggas.
Fuck the police.
Can't fuck with us. Fuck with us.
Representing Bucktown like 11 cop back, niggas better duck down.
Niggas. Ride. Pass the weed, let that Hennessy get to me before the penitentiary. Let's get it on.
Niggas know who's the mind blower, the weed grower. Have you seeing doubles like Noah? The rhyme flower, B.I.G. Top notch with the Glock, check your pockets and your sockets. Just the way my pops taught me when I throw the drop, check them thoroughly. The bastard might spin around and try to bury me, and dead men don't make no moves. While I'm swinging in the hood, I don't fake no moves, alright? Reminiscing on my swinger days when I drove a caddy and my bitch sported finger waves. Yeah, she had the Gucci boots, I had Cerucci suits. Oshkosh, Bagosh, Coca-Cola looking real cute. Junior Mafia representing Bucktown, Mac 11 cock back, niggas better duck down. Face down, I know the routine, the cream, earrings, you know the drama Biggie brings. Let's get it on. Mac 11 cock back, niggas better duck down.
Yeah, niggas.
Fuck the police.
Can't fuck with us. Fuck with us.
Representing Bucktown, Mac 11 cock back, niggas better duck down.
Niggas. Ride. Pass the weed, let that Hennessy get to me before the penitentiary.
Supposed to change up. I was been supposed to fold all this pressure. I was been supposed to change up. Nigga, what would I look like? I come from the hood, I represent the only way up. Had to hustle, boy, I'm trying to touch a toy, I'm trying to fuck these LA streets up. Think it's safe to say that I did it, look, nigga, all black, everything. And my diamonds all love like Girl Wayne. Look, blue rags in the south of France, and some things in life that won't never change. Me, I'm a nigga that's supposed to walk, cause I'm a street survivor and they mowed us wrong. Before rap, we was Rolling Stones, I drove a Cutlass coupe, a copper cortisone. Front of the building on my mobile phone, I'm thinking pace myself, cause you can overdose. Not on the drugs, but the life you chose. Like hanging niggas, they don't like parole. No such thing as they might parole, they putting cameras up and microphones, they got me sandwiched in. I want a nicer home, they know I take the risk, I don't know right from wrong. Plus any given day you might be gone. No cliches where the lines get drawn. Come on the block, it's a ride zone. For the loot, niggas stoop in the pirate mode. Paint with less strokes and divide your dog. Guns get drawn, niggas' lives get lost. Never was entitled, had to fight for raw necessities in life. You see the reason, right? I was been supposed to change up. I was been supposed to fold all this pressure. I was been supposed to change up. Nigga, what would I look like? I come from the hood, I represent the only way up. Had to hustle, boy, I'm trying to touch a toy, I'm trying to fuck these LA streets up. Think it's safe to say that I did it, look, nigga, all black, everything. In my 600 bands with a heavy chain. Look, you deserve a real nigga with money and some things in life that won't never change. Me, fell in love with a Cuban. A celebrity herself, probably fuck with her music. She the one that the shoe fit, but I can't stop for love. Look how the game has seduced us. Benihana's of the roof, Chris. Lot of new responsibilities with all of this influence. Spinning racks therapeutic, so I snowflake the face like ACs in my new shit. One button where the roof went. TMZ taking shots, say cheese for the news clips. Dope boys and the boosters, gang bangers and hoopers. My style is inclusive. The street streets is abusive, but it's like my nigga wanna survive, gotta shoot shit. Hella thick skin, never bruise quick. Yellow wrist and some 7-speed shit. I talk to you on some 7D shit. All visual nigga, going digital nigga. Not the smartest nigga, but it's visceral nigga. My understanding on a level kinda different, my nigga. Every time I drop the city, you feel it. Every time you hate, you gotta be kidding. Every time I pull up the foreign, it's kidded, and I can't even really walk through the Beverly Center. Hudson jeans on, ain't the regular denim. I bought the 600, not the regular Benz. Famous without a deal, that ain't regular nigga. I'm tired of telling you niggas, I'm not a regular nigga. I was been supposed to change up. I was been supposed to fold all this pressure. I was been supposed to change up. Nigga, what would I look like? I come from the hood, I represent the only way up. Had to hustle, boy, I'm trying to touch a toy, I'm trying to fuck these LA streets up. Think it's safe to say that I did it, look, nigga,